video has been like a bit of a development for me to work on, mostly because normally I'll talk the show Elf, but this one was a bit of a two-parter, like part 1, part 2 of a storyline. So yeah, that's a bit different. So let's look at the two-part episode, Someone to Watch Over Me. And be aware, at a certain point, when I finish discussing part 1, I will go into, hey, we're gonna have commercial break and all that. Unfortunately, there's no ads for this one. In Someone to Watch Over Me. Well, in part 1, Alf lends a hand with the neighborhood block patrol and ends up confronting a burglar in the Ochmonek's house and scares him away, but is trapped there when the police arrive and surround the house. So yes, in the beginning of the episode, Alf causes some trouble, and then the Ochmoneks basically tell the Tanners say, hey, hey, our house got robbed and all that. And at first, we have...
They took our silverware and our VCR and our original painting of dogs playing pool.
It was a powerful piece.
The return of the character of Jake Ochmonek, the nephew of the Ochmoneks, and basically at first they go say, it wasn't Jake, he wasn't done, he didn't do nothing. Well, except for constantly hit on the daughter of the Tanners. And yeah, cause I'm honest, yes, Jake does that for a majority of both part 1 and part 2. And one thing that ends up happening is Alf and Willie, they have set up a CB radio, because basically what they're gonna do is okay, we are going to have our own little a watchtower.
Mrs. Bird, Trevor, are you out there? This is the Sentinel.
The Sentinel?
Yes, the Sentinel.
By that, I mean they have a little radio basically that contacts all the others that are in the community watch, and then basically go and say, hey, where are you now? Blah, 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 and all that.
You called me horse meat.
I'm sure I didn't say horse meat.
And I'd say, yeah, that's a bit funny. At first it's Willie's gonna say, I'm the Sentinel, and all that. And yeah, it's funny. And what's up happening is Alf basically takes over and he goes say, I'm the Sentinel, and then everyone's gonna say, Tanner, what are you doing? What are you doing? And Alf basically just starts to annoy everyone in the community until at a certain point, he ends up calling the police at one time, and they're going to say, now, Mr. Tanner, what are you doing now?
The Sentinel.
Not again. Look, Tanner, I know a crime is committed every 5 minutes, but they're not all in your neighborhood.
And all that. And at a certain point, all the neighbors who are part of the neighborhood watch community go and say, hey, Tanner, stop with this. Stop it. And all they basically just say, hey, we don't want to be involved in this because you're taking things too much far. And, Willie, Alf basically goes, well, I guess I'm gonna, the Ochmoneks are out of town. And then he discovers, someone's trying to, break into their home. And that's how part 1 ends. So, like I previously said, commercial break! This is the perfect time for you to go get some snacks.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
I'll go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Like I hear that all the gosh darn time when I go to movies. I hear that so many gosh darn times. But in part 2, well, in the episode, part 2, Alpha's trapped in the house by police, not knowing the prowler has escaped. Alf stalls them by masquerading as the burglar and claiming he has hostages.
Have you done?
Did you see Dog Day Afternoon?
Where are you?
The house is surrounded. Come out with your hands up.
Please hold.
And basically, Willie is trying to figure out a way to like say, okay, how can I get into the house to get Alf out of there? So one thing that happens is like say, okay, like you have some bit of actions like say where the police are just like say, hey, who's in that house? Who is in there? And all that. What ends up happening is Alf is basically just like he's just trying to like say, hey, who are you? Like he's trying to like pretend that he's multiple people so he can trick the police, because at one point they're just gonna say, hey, we're gonna send a SWAT team and all that. And yes, that happens. And some of the reaction shots, like there's even a neighborhood woman who is just like say extremely goofy. Like there's a moment where like say she's talking to the local newsman and she's like trying to like say, hey, your terrible program is terrible.
No need to elaborate. Your reporting is nothing but thinly disguised sensationalism, marauding in the vestments of mock human interest, peppered with innuendo and served up with saccharine superciliousness and a blatant disregard of substantive prima tertia. But you're awfully cute. How about a one-night stand?
What ends up happening though is like say, okay, one thing that ends up happening though is like say, okay, like Willie's trying to figure out how to get him out of there. What ends up happens is he just like runs in there and like tries to rescue Alf. And he, like, give him some credit. He's able to get Alf out of there. He's able to get him out of there, and basically like say, okay, Dustman goes like say, oh, what's going on here?
I thought I'd wash it. It's the least I can do after all you've been through. Thanks, Willie.
All right, let's hear it for Willie Tanner.
Oh.
Willie! Because like say they come and at the time like when they like say they like after like everything has finished, like say okay, like the house has been raided. Not raided, but like the police are still there. And then eventually the cops go home and all that. So overall, I thought this wasn't too bad of an episode. This is a two-parter. This was a fairly entertaining episode. Or 2 episodes. So, see ya!